I swear everything gets approved whenever it's negative, you know? John Henry's for helping us out with our exit lights. Yep. 2 Phillips screws.
As long as there's nothing attached to it, there won't be a vampire draw of any kind. Unless water gets in it, I guess.
Yeah, accidentally grounding out. So.
Yeah, I mean, we can do it.
Okay. Cool.
So I just want to walk.
Yep. Okay, guys, so it's way too cold to go out inside of the actual outside. But so I have an interesting challenge that building and safety fire department has put me through. It's something we've asked for a minute, and now that it's extra cold outside, now's the time to do it. So we're gonna do it. It's kind of fun. So on the outside of the building, since we took down all that glass, we said, hey, we don't need these exit lights anymore. Obviously, we need them on the inside of the building so you can get out of the building. But outside there's no glass. You walk out onto the gravel, so you don't need those. So we got permission to take these down. So thank you, John Henry's. They're taking those down for us today. The next thing we're having a problem with is these smoke detectors. So these smoke detectors aren't rated to this negative 60 degree temperature we've been having, 14, negative 17, but like after wind chill and stuff, it's not the greatest. So anyhow, they're not rated to that temperature. And since people can smoke outside, and there's wind, those go off a lot. So we were asking them to remove those. We're starting a separate permit, I guess, for that. And I think that'll go pretty smooth. The last question that we're trying to get handled right now is an interesting one. The sprinkler system. So the entire building's got a sprinkler system. It's a dry system that basically, I mean, it's great. Back in its day, it made a lot of sense, but is it required for the outside of the building? That's the question that we don't have an answer to, because technically on the exterior of buildings, like an apartment building, if there's no interior, corridors or anything, you don't need it, right? But for this building, I already have the inside already all done. So should I cap it off? So that way there's no chance of having frozen lines out there or having to maintain, repair them? Or should I just leave them and just keep rebuilding them over time? So that's a question, not really that I'm qualified to answer. So I'm gonna wait to hear back what the permitting process says, what we should do, and we'll go from there for that. Exciting, because we're finally moving forward on this part of the remodel of Ugly Motel, and that's gonna allow us to make the outside even more pretty, and we have some more stuff coming. And so I'm starting this 45-day challenge with the expectation of us being able to have those 3 questions answered. The inspectors that came out yesterday said that they can make it happen, but it really comes down to 2 companies that are working their butt off to make sure that it actually does happen, and a couple backup companies. So, at the end of the day, if we don't completely hit that deadline, I'm not mad at them by any means, but they're gonna be doing a great job. They're gonna be working their butts off, making sure that things are safe and we get it done in time. So that's cool. Lastly, we're gonna be trying to finish up the last little piece of this railing on the north side. We have a little bit of glass that we haven't taken down. Our thought originally was to finish this east side part first, make sure we did everything right, and then do the north side. Well, the way I wrote the permit said that we're gonna do it all at the same time, so that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna try to do that instead of the 45-day limit too. So if you don't know, and I'm sure none of you do because I've dropped off the face of the earth for the last couple of years, I'm currently doing a 75-day challenge. So throwing that in there too, I'm doing a 75 hard, which is kind of fun. 2 workouts a day, 1 has to be outside, stick to a diet, read 10 pages a day, and drink a gallon of water. So that's kind of fun. I'm seeing the results of that. It gives me a lot more energy. I feel like it also kind of gives me a drive to keep going. I'm gonna see if I can keep updating on the progress of this. Since it's only gonna be 45 days, it should be pretty quick. It should be pretty easy. And then the goal is gonna be to try to start working on the inside of the Holodome during 2025. So that'll be an interesting piece of the puzzle, interesting piece of the story. And we've got a lot of stuff going on, and yeah, that's kind of it. So stay tuned for updates if you're into this kind of thing. If you hate what I'm doing, feel free to let me know in the comments. If you think it's cool, great. There's a lot of room for improvement on this building, on this project. Be sure to like and subscribe to see the rest of it. And at some point I'll comb my hair.